This book was written by someone who actually cares about you, someone who wants to see you win. Not in some cheesy, motivational quote way, and not with some get-rich-quick fantasy. I'm talking about a real, practical, honest path forward. This book is from someone who gets it, who understands that the system is rigged, but also understands how to successfully navigate it. This book exists because there was nothing like it for me when I was coming up. I didn't have parents who went to college. There was no blueprint, no roadmap, no one to explain how things actually worked. My parents lived paycheck to paycheck. We were always behind, always stressed out. I remember getting eviction notices, moving again and again, not because we wanted to, but because we couldn't pay the rent. I'll never forget the feeling of opening the refrigerator and seeing nothing inside. Absolutely. No food, and no hope that food was coming anytime soon. Not later that day, not tomorrow, not next week, just hunger and a heavy silence. I remember flushing toilets with a bucket of water because the sewer bill wasn't paid. And you know what hurts the most? That felt normal to us. It's not just that it happened, but that it felt like a normal part of life. It's not fair that anyone has to live like that. It's not fair that kids have to grow up carrying that kind of stress, where survival becomes the only focus instead of growth. And that's exactly why this book was written. This isn't a book based on theory. It's written from experience. It's written by someone who has lived the consequences of not having information, not having guidance, and not having options. This book is about making sure you don't have to learn everything the hardest way. Because when you grow up like that, you don't just lack money. You lack access. You lack knowledge. You lack people who can explain the rules of the game. And the truth is, the rules matter. The system doesn't just reward effort, it rewards understanding. Understanding how money works, how education works, how your decisions compound over time. This book doesn't pretend the system is fair, because it isn't. But pretending the system doesn't exist won't help you either. What helps is learning how to move through it without losing who you are, how to build stability, how to create options for yourself, how to make sure your future looks completely different from your past. My goal with this book is simple. I don't want anyone else to have to live like I did. I don't want another kid growing up thinking that instability is normal. That struggle is all there is, and that success is only for other people. This book is about breaking cycles. It's about replacing survival mode with a real strategy, replacing confusion with clarity, replacing hopelessness with a solid plan. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to be lucky, and you definitely don't need anyone's permission. You just need the right information, the discipline to apply it, and a willingness to think differently about your life. This book was written for the black man who feels behind, for the black man who didn't get a head start, for the black man who is just tired of barely making it. It was written so that hunger, eviction notices, and water bucket flush toilets don't have to be your story. So if any of this sounds like your life, don't just listen to this and scroll on. Take action. Grab a copy of this book, read it. More importantly, use it, not just as motivation, but as your personal blueprint for change. Make the real changes. Change how you think. Change how you move. Change what you're willing to tolerate in your life. You don't have to stay stuck. You truly don't. And this book was written to help you escape. So pick up a copy of the Ghetto Escape Blueprint. And please, like this video, subscribe for more content, and share this with a young, black man you know who needs to hear this message. Thanks for watching.